Hey, this is Joe Doman of Joe Knows Real Estate, powered by Remax Gateway. I'm here today with Lee Newport of Stage by Design, who's been featured on the Washington, or whose work has been featured in the Washington Post. And we're joining you today from Creighton Enterprises luxury model here in Granada, in Leesburg, Virginia. So a big thank you to Creighton Enterprises. Today, obviously, we're going to talk a little bit about staging. What we're going to focus on today is the exterior of a home. So a lot of times when we're taking clients out, and this happens especially for sure on foreclosures in this time of year, in the spring and the summer, a lot of times when we're driving up to a home with a client and they see the grass is 3 feet tall and there's a light hanging off the front of the house, and the mailbox is sideways, they'll just look at us and go, we're good, we can skip this one.
Yes.
So what would be some inexpensive ways for sellers to really dress up the exterior of a home to make sure when you're driving up there that they don't want to keep going?
Right, exactly. Well, number one, you want to make sure that your house is actually visible. If
Right.
you can't see it, you can't sell it.
Cut the grass.
Cut the grass.
Right.
If you have bushes or shrubs that have grown above the bottom of the windows in the front house,
Right.
make sure that you cut them. They need to
Okay.
be nicely pruned. They grow incredibly, especially in spring,
Right.
and they need to be nicely manicured. Really inexpensive ways to just create a little bit more pop in photos and in person is to number one, make sure that your beds are mulched and put in
Right.
seasonal plantings, something that's not going to die, and if it's going to become a little bit hotter in the next 3 weeks.
Okay.
Additional pots maybe on either side of the front door.
Okay.
And actually your front door and your front walkway are also extremely important, because buyers are really, as they walk up to that house, if you can get them to get out of the car,
Right. Right.
they're taking
The lawn's
note.
mowed, I'll be all right.
That's right. That's right. So please mow your grass. It's very important.
I'm getting out.
Yes. But make sure that there's no cracks in the walkway or the steps, that
Right.
the railings are in good condition, and that the front door is painted. And if the hardware has started to peel or to chip or it shows sign of wear, make sure that's replaced. It's
Sure.
one of those first impression points that it's hard to recover from a bad first impression.
Sure. Well, they're not using the front entry stoop as a storage
Right.
facility.
Yes. So all that yard debris, they bring up a great part.
Right.
Point of all that, the things that you store maybe under your deck
Right.
or on the side of your house that you forget about from time to time, make sure all that's hauled away or put into a storage unit before you ever think about listing your home.
Okay. Okay. Now, what should be is there one specific area that should be a focal point for the exterior, or something that the seller should focus on, and making sure that, if nothing,
Right.
make sure this is good?
Sure. Well, I really think it's curb appeal as a whole. There isn't one particular thing, honestly, that stands out in my
Right.
mind.
Okay.
But I would suggest that they stand from across the street and take a photo of the home and see what you can see. How much of the
Okay.
house has been, honestly,
It's a great idea.
covered up. Thank you.
It really is.
Well, you don't hear it, you live with it, you
Right.
don't really look at your house from a distance.
Right.
So what do you see? Do you see more landscaping or debris, or do you see more of your neighbor's yard than you do yours?
Sure.
So what can you do to work backwards from there
Right.
to improve the look?
Okay, great. Well, thanks for coming out today. I appreciate it, Lee. Talk to you guys soon.